What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Will back with another video, and today we're gonna be getting into another interesting video topic. Now I know my scenery look a little bit different, as I told y'all, just to update y'all with everything that's kind of been going on my channel. We recently lost pretty much all access to the channel for about the last 4 or 5 months. And now I've been able to pretty much sit back and not be able to record. Now I was doing some videos on my Will the GOAT page, that page I got for like my personal page, non-sports related stuff. I did put some stuff on there. I'm gonna probably take those videos down and put them back up on here, just so y'all able to see them. No videos don't really got no views because it's not a Browns page. But I also want to come and bring you guys another announcement. I think I'm going to be changing and confirming to move my name from William Noel to our official name on the show, Down in the 216. I didn't be able to get a chance to really break down and figure out what type of name I want, so I kind of described it and put the YouTube name as my name, kind of similar like the Quincy Carey or something like that. But I was originally doing a show with my friend Pip. He, wanted to take a break from making content, so I liked the name of the show, talked to it over with him, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and change this channel into Down in the 216. Now, a couple of reasons why I'm doing that. One, this is obviously my Brown channel where I'm gonna bring exclusive content, but I just didn't have a name for this channel really. I'm thinking that's a good name to go for it, just to stay within that name. And I also do want to come to you guys when the Browns are kind of slow and talk about Cavs. Now, if that's something you guys are be interested in, of course, hit that like and subscribe button. But I do think I want to be able to sit and talk about Cavs and Cleveland sports to you guys. I do know a little bit about the Indians, so I can brush up on that. Maybe if y'all recommend that, maybe that could be a topic here and there, or like a big trade here and there. Or maybe I could even throw in an Indians topic, or not Indians, I'm so sorry, a Guardians topic, during the show here and there, bring up some stuff about the Guardians. Just make it pretty much about Cleveland sports, the Browns and the Cavs, the two biggest things right now we got going, and then a little bit with the Guardians. So kind of similar to if you guys ever seen, I forgot what it's called, Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show or something like that. It's kind of similar to that. But I'm pretty much going to be churning this from just like my own thoughts into an actual show. Maybe I'm going to try to get some guests on here to come and sit and talk. But now, instead of this being William Noel, this would be Down in the 216, presented by William Noel. So, no, we're going to be getting into today's video. So, a lot of things has happened since the last time I came and come to you guys. We got this Cleveland Browns team who looks like they may be looking for a new owner, man. We got Jimmy Haslam and Art Modell law being inflicted. I think I used that right, or pretty much they're using that Art Modell law. Now, if you don't know what the Art Modell law is, it's essentially back when the Browns left and went to Baltimore. As you guys don't know, for some of the younger viewers, but I'm assuming everybody knows, the Browns used to be what is now the Baltimore Ravens. So Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, like that was originally our ownership and team. That team was sold to Baltimore, and then they changed the name. But that's the old Cleveland Browns. Now we are like the new version of the Cleveland Browns, and it's kind of funny how, if you really look at the history of the old Cleveland Browns and you combine it with the Baltimore Ravens, it kind of adds up. But now you have this version of the Browns that has came after, they moved and came back, and this owned by Jimmy Haslam. And this team has been, pretty much cursed since 2000. Not a single good thing really for us. We had 11-6 season a couple years ago, and now we, in a year, expected to have the biggest year, the most pivotal, changing, turning point year in our franchise. We have our most disappointing lows of low across the board, offensively and record-wise. It's completely, disheartening as a fan to go through and experience and watch what this team has been through up and down-wise. But I think it's going to be real interesting to see where this team goes from there. I don't think this is going to be a team that is going to be somewhere, next year fighting for a Super Bowl. I think this is a team that might be 2 seasons away. Now, I don't think this team is far off from the team they were last year. I think this Browns team probably could have won 8 games if Jameis Winston started, or if they just got competent quarterback play. But that just simply didn't happen. So it's going to be very interesting to see now what's going to transpire and take place as far as with the Browns. Do you think that Jimmy Haslam will end up losing ownership? I don't necessarily believe so. We got to think about who Jimmy Haslam is, guys. I've been telling people this all week since the news broke. I'm coming to get into the video a little bit late, but I've been telling y'all this all week. Jimmy Haslam is like Donald Trump. Like Jimmy Haslam bought the Browns for $1 billion by himself. We got to realize who they trying to sue here. Like, we got to realize what's about to transpire. I don't think this is about as much as about the Cleveland Browns as you guys may think. This is about everything that's going to be surrounded by that stadium and everything that's surrounded by the Cleveland Browns' current stadium. This is a team and a fan base, that loves their team despite them being trash. And I'm a fan, so don't think I'm downing on our team. I'm right along with us. But we love this team despite them being trash and them not giving us a good product to love. Everything around tailgating, or the hot dog shops, the stands, everything that goes on Sundays for about 18 weeks, well, we would say 17 weeks, comes from the Cleveland Browns Stadium. All of that revenue that this downtown is making comes from the Cleveland Browns Stadium. So it's going to be very interesting, to say the least, to see what happens. Now, it is on the good side of things if you think about Brook Park and where the Browns is moving to. This is a team and a fan base that's going to travel. It's not that far. Brook Park is expected to make $2 billion in revenue just for everything around it. I've talked to guys that has restaurants down there, shops. They are extremely excited and ready for this. Despite what you guys may think, like the city of Cleveland, everybody disagrees. It is a pretty good split. It's some people that think the stadium should stay, and there's some people that want it to move. You'll be a little bit surprised. Now, where I fall within that, I feel like as me, I go to a lot of games, and I really just want a dome. I don't care where the stadium is. I think the lakefront is nice. But I can't see why he want to change from the lakefront. Parking is terrible. The freeway's right there. It's not really a lot they can do besides kind of go up and down. They can't really widen the land because, you're going to run into the freeway. You're going to run into the street. It's not a lot of places, like a lot of land they can go to do what they're attempting to do in Brook Park. It's more than just the stadium. In Brook Park, they're trying to have apartments, restaurants, shops, exclusive like team, sitting areas, exclusive rooms you can get in to watch the Browns with the other exclusive Brown fans. All of these things that I'm discussing and saying all come down to revenue for Jimmy Haslam and the Haslam family. You have to keep that in mind. So when you're sitting here thinking, hey, is this just about the Cleveland Browns? Why are they going through all of this? It's not really about the Cleveland Browns. What Jimmy Haslam is attempting to do is essentially take the Browns out of 15 minutes away. I know it's not far, 15 minutes away, but out of Cleveland, 15 minutes away. And he wants to pretty much build a Cleveland Brown mini city in Brook Park. What I think is going on, and where I think the is coming from, is the city was denied by Jimmy Haslam. The city said, hey, no, we want you guys to just don't build a dome. Let's just reconstruct the current stadium. Jimmy Haslam, for obvious reasons, wants a dome. But not only do we want a dome, he wants everything around it. And the city want to prove that. And that's really what this is going to come down to. Now, what's going to stand up in court? What's going to end up being happening? I think this is going to be a big waste of time, to be honest with you guys. I'm calling a bluff early. I don't think this is a good battle for the city to fight. I think Jimmy Haslam is a billionaire. I can be uneducated about this, but I think Jimmy Haslam is a billionaire. I don't really think this is a good battle to fight. Money talks. We could think of a billion different, not billion, but a ton of different scenarios where a rich guy gets a great lawyer and win the case. So I don't think this is going to be a scenario where Jimmy Haslam and the Haslam family lose. I think the city of Cleveland, they probably do realize, and they're probably trying to intimidate him. But I think it's just going to make Jimmy Haslam mad. If we look at the type of person that Jimmy Haslam is, let's just look at the Baker Mayfield situation. That led to Deshaun Watson. So I just want to, like, I would tread lightly if I was the city and just play this smart, you know. Maybe they could, like, rearrange the freeway or something. I don't know, y'all. We got to figure it out. Or move the stadium to a different part of Cleveland or something, a different part of downtown. That's the only thing I could think of. Move the stadium to, like, I don't know, y'all. Where would the stadium go down here? Like, it's really just the I'm trying to think, excuse me, stuttering. It's really just the airport, you know, that little private airport. If you're from this area, you know, it's like a little private airport, a Cleveland Browns stadium. And you could really only go down Lake Erie if you're looking at the maps. You could really kind of only go down for a certain portion. You can't push off and break off into the freeway. So I don't know, man. It's going to be real interesting to see. Is this going to turn into a court battle? And I don't think the city's going to win. I think it's going to be a big waste of time. But we're going to see, man. Y'all comment down below. But what I do hope that Jimmy Haslam is no longer the owner of the Cleveland Browns. I think this is a part of the reason why this team is not good right now. I think Jimmy has his hands on a lot. And I think the Browns will be much better under different ownership, y'all. But I do still want us to get it done. So, you know, lose-lose situation for me. But, you know, I think Jimmy, being the guy, successful guy he is, the smart guy he is, you know, I think he'll win this battle. That doesn't mean I feel like he's the best or has done the best of job at running the Browns as an organization, though. So you guys comment down below how y'all feel about it, man. Like I said, new channel. I'm setting up some things here. Y'all see my background look a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? But hit the damn like button. Hit the subscribe button. It's your boy, Will. I'm out. Y'all know where to find me at Will Noel on Instagram, Twitter, Instagram, X, and TikTok. So I'm out.